I don't know what to believe. Just the story gets weirder and weirder. So he released a manifesto, or at least he had a manifesto, and I guess the FBI released it to the New York Post. So this is from Mario Narfall. He says, the full manifesto of the White House Correspondents Dinner gunman Cole Allen has been obtained by the New York Post. Key takeaways. A 31-year-old California teacher who describes himself as half black, half white sent the 1,052-word document to family 10 minutes before the attack, targeted Trump administration officials by rank, explicitly excluded Kash Patel. Okay, that's weird. Used buckshot deliberately to minimize collateral casualties. Well, that's considerate of him. Described Secret Service security as actually insane and said he walked in with multiple weapons undetected. So, I mean, that sort of confirms what Carrie Lake and other people were saying about the lax security last night. If you guys watched my video that I made last night on this, if I was an Iranian agent instead of an American citizen, I could have brought a Ma Deuce in there. Is that a type of firearm danger? A Ma Deuce? Isn't that a submachine gun? I could have brought a Ma Deuce in here and no one would have noticed. Ended the manifesto. It's awful. I want to throw up. Can't really recommend it. Stay in school, kids. Okay, so full manifesto. All right, I'll just read the full. It's kind of long. So, all right, I'll read the full manifesto here. So, hello, everybody. So I may have given a lot of people a surprise today. Let me start off by apologizing to everyone who trusts I abused. I apologize to my parents for saying I had an interview without specifying it was for Most Wanted. So right off the bat, he's already like witty. Okay, this is just weird. No, I don't admire this guy. I'm not. It's just that's funny the way he put it. I apologize to my colleagues and students for saying I had a personal emergency. By the time anyone reads this, I probably most certainly do need to go to the ER. But I don't want to laugh at this, but this guy's funny. But can hardly call that not a self-inflicted status. I apologize to all the people I traveled next to, all the workers who handled my luggage, all the other non-targeted people at the hotel who I put in danger simply by being near. I apologize to everyone who was abused and or murdered for this, to all those who suffered before I was able to attempt this, to all may still suffer after, regardless of my success or failure. So he's writing this as if he expected to not make it. I don't expect forgiveness, but if I could have seen any other way to get this close, I would have taken it. Again, my sincere apologies. On to why I did any of this. I am a citizen of the United States. What my representatives do reflects on me, and I am no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. Well, to be completely honest, I was no longer willing a long time ago, but this is the first real opportunity I've had to do something about it. While I'm discussing this, I also go over my expected rules of engagement, probably in a terrible format, but I'm no military, so too bad. Administration officials, not including Mr. Patel, they are targets. Oh, administration officials, not including Mr. Patel. They are targets prioritized from the highest ranking to the lowest. So he specifically mentioned how he's not going after Kash Patel. What the hell? That's just weird. I'm not saying you should have. I'm just saying it's weird why I specifically call that out. Secret Service. They are targets only if necessary and to be incapacitated non-lethally if possible. AKA, I hope they're wearing body armor because center mass with shotguns messes up people who aren't. Hotel security, not targets if at all possible, aka unless they shoot at me. Capitol Police, same as hotel security. National Guard, same as hotel security. Hotel employees, not targets at all. Guests, not targets at all. In order to minimize casualties, I will be using buckshot rather than slugs, less penetration through walls. I would still go through most everyone here to get to the targets if it were absolutely necessary, on the basis that most people choose to attend a speech by a pedophile, rapist, and traitor, and thus complicit. But I really hope it doesn't come to that. Rebuttal to objections. Objection 1. As a Christian, you should turn the other cheek. Rebuttal. Rebuttal. Turning the other cheek is for when you yourself are oppressed. I am not the person graped in a detention camp. I'm not the fisherman executed without trial. I'm not a school kid blown up or a child starved or a teenager girl abused by the many criminals in this administration. Turning the other cheek when someone else is oppressed is not Christian behavior. It is complicity in the oppressor's crimes. Objection 2. This is not a convenient time for you to do this. Rebuttal. I need whoever thinks this way to take a couple minutes and realize that the world isn't about them. Do you think when I see someone graped or murdered or abused, I should walk on by because it would be inconvenient for the people who aren't the victim? This whole thing's just weird. Objection 3. I'm sorry. This was the best timing and chance of success I could come up with. Objection 3. You didn't get them all. Rebuttal. Got to start somewhere. Objection 4. As a half black, half white person, you shouldn't be the one doing this. Rebuttal. I don't see anyone else picking up the slack. Objection 5. Yield unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Rebuttal. The United States of America is ruled by the law, not by any one or several people. Insofar as representatives and judges do not follow the law, no one is required to yield them anything so unlawfully ordered. I would also like to extend my appreciation to a great many people, since I will not be likely to be able to talk with them again unless the Secret Service is astoundingly incompetent. What the? Well, it turns out they are, apparently. Okay. Thank you to my family, both personal and church, for your love over these 31 years. Thank you to my friends for your companionship over many years. Thank you to my colleagues over many jobs for your positivity and professionalism. Thank you to my students for your enthusiasm and love of learning. Thank you to many acquaintances I've met in person and online for short interactions and long-term relationships, for your perspectives and inspiration. Thank you all for everything. Sincerely, Cold Force Friendly Federal Assassin, Allen. Well, I guess you weren't that good, Cole, because you didn't get anybody. So, I mean, that's good. P.S. Okay, now that all the sappy stuff is done, what the hell is the Secret Service doing? Sorry, gonna rant a bit here and drop the formal tone. Like I expected security cameras at every bend, bugged hotel rooms, armed agents at every 10 feet, metal detectors out the wazoo. What I got, who knows, maybe they're pranking me, is nothing. No damn security, not in transport, not in the hotel, not in the event. Like the thing that I immediately noticed walking into the hotel is the sense of arrogance. I walk in with multiple weapons and not a single person there considers the possibility that I could be a threat. The security at the event is all outside, focused on protesters and current arrivals, because apparently no one thought about what happens if someone checks in the day before. It's a valid point. Did they just not check on anybody that was already staying at the hotel? Like, this level of incompetence is insane, and I very sincerely hope it's corrected by the time this country gets actually competent leadership again. Like, if I was an Iranian agent instead of an American citizen, I could have brought a damn Madus in here and no one would have noticed shit. Actually insane. Oh, and if anyone is curious is how doing something like this feels, it's awful. I want to throw up. I want to cry for all the things I wanted to do and never will. For all the people whose trust I betrays, I experience rage thinking about everything this administration has done. Can't really recommend it. Stay in school, kids. Source: the New York Post. So that is a wild manifesto.